Alright, all. We are officially back in. The weather has gotten a bit more grey, but apparently, after checking the weather in my neck of the woods, it's going to be the last cold day for a while. Hopefully, the weather is a little bit better where you are as well. Today is officially Wednesday, and I'm not mistaken on that, like yesterday. Our opening screen is a little bit changed, as you've seen. I touched it up a bit, thanks to the nice people at Canva. Now, Canva, as you know, is an Australian-based company. I remember going to their offices once. The company I used to work for, we had a meeting there. And I remember being so impressed with how immaculate everything was, but also how much of a home atmosphere they had. It was so inviting, you know? And it just had me thinking that if I ever had a company of my own, that's how I would like it to be, you know? Inviting, and it would make you want to stick around. So that's what I want this stream to be. And this community, if we ever manage to build it up. That's the key word. Inviting. So, with that in mind, let's slowly begin to head in, shall we? Alright, so for today, I thought we'd change it up a little. Hello, everyone. I thought we'd change it up a bit, and of course, yes, we are playing Suikoden 2, as the title says, but you're not at the wrong place, don't worry. But since it's Wednesday and it's the last day of streaming, I figured, why not jump into the PlayStation Store and see what else is available out there, see what other games are out there, you know, make it a little bit more chill, just relax a little, just take our time diving in to Suikoden. I mean, yes, it is a heavy story, and we dropped off at a very exciting point of the tale, but, you know, we can always take our time with it and explore what else is available out there. So, what do you say? Let's see what's going on. Let's dive in. Of course, Minecraft, we all know about Minecraft, so let's not see that. So there's a spring sale on the PlayStation Store, 75% off. Bestsellers, PS5 games under €20. Yes, because we are in Europe. I don't know, let's check out bestsellers. Baldur's Gate, only €55. Baldur's Gate 3. I have heard and seen so many great things about this game. However, I do know that it is a rather long game, and it takes a lot of time and dedication to play it. I also know that it's, let's just say it's quite different from your average RPG. I will say that it's not a game that I am interested in playing. Firstly, because I've seen quite a few spoilers for it, and secondly, because I know that it's not my cup of tea. That being said, I have seen a lot of other people, a lot of other streamers play Baldur's Gate 3, and I am impressed with what it does. The new Divinity 4.0 engine. So yeah, I'm hopeful that there will be other future games like this that will attract my interest and, you know, get me to dive in. Let's not actually go into the bestsellers because we all know what they're about. Let's see what's next. PlayStation. Split Fiction is really cool. Unfortunately, you need someone to play it with, and there's no one available at this time. Here's one that I'm actually looking forward to. Metal Gear Solid Delta. Yes. Also from Konami. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The Philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
Oh, yeah.
What's the story between you and the boss?
Big boss.
She was like a mother. And my master.
And Solid Snake.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me?
Good.
Snake?
Oh, that eye's popping.
We are the sons of the boss. I see it. The fear.
Oh, boy. Snake Eyes.
A great and terrible fury at being alive.
Solid Snake Eyes.
A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home.
Okay.
Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us.
A lot going on, eh? Bring down the big guns.
I'm not finished yet.
Wow. Tactical espionage action. Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater. 28th of August. Okay. Still a bit. Still quite a bit away. Ooh. After credit scene. What's that? Oh. Patapon? I want to say Patapon? I don't know. See, this seems like a really... Oops, almost pressed something on my keyboard. This seems like a really cool game. To be honest, I've only dabbled with Metal Gear Solid 1, which I didn't actually play. I saw someone else play it. And then I bought Metal Gear Solid... I'm just going to call it MGS. MGS 5, The Phantom Pain. I bought that as my first game for the PS5. Was it my... Yeah, it was my first game, because I was waiting for Final Fantasy Type 0 to come out then. So I bought Metal Gear Solid 5, and I didn't finish it. I don't know why I couldn't. But yeah, this looks really intriguing because it covers some of the chapters that I wasn't... that I don't know about. And to be honest, this game has a legacy, right? It's left its legacy on the industry. So yeah, I would definitely want to know what it's about. Not this game. Snake versus Monkey? No, thanks. But yeah, all of it. So I'd be keen to play this. Action and stealth. Now, it's not an RPG game. So I know I've mentioned that on this channel there will be mostly RPGs, but this is not an RPG. It doesn't matter. Let's see. The core experience of the original evolved and more immersive than ever. A remake of the 2004 game Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, with the same griping story and engrossing world, now with all new graphics and 3D audio that enhance the jungle atmosphere. Get ready for the ultimate survival stealth action experience. Everything you love and more. Story, characters, voice acting, gameplay and music that made the original a sensation return. Remade for modern consoles. This evolutionary leap breathes new life into every cutscene and rebuilds every corner of the world. Authentic to life portrayals. The battle damage system has been upgraded with the wear and tear of Snake's clothes, as well as bruises and bullet wounds on his body reflected in real time. Injuries will leave their mark on Snake's body permanently, telling a story of each player's unique journey through the game. That's something Kojima really tries to do now, isn't it? We see it with Death Stranding too. Deeply immersive experiences. Players can elect for a newly added, more modern control style. These intuitive controls let you focus entirely on the game and the immersive thrills of the survival stealth experiences. You can also choose to play with a classic control style that more closely recreates the feel of the original game. I'm not reading that last part. And more to come. Some content may require an internet connection and downloadable update to play. A digital deluxe edition of the game is also available, listed to... Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm really keen on that. Another one I saw, just literally just before stream started, is this. Withering Waves. And that's actually available and it's free to play. I'm not too keen on free to play.
Blessed Maiden is dead.
And when the darkness came, none escaped.
This was where everything started. The origin of the second dark tide. At its center stands a tower, its gate locked by 3 seals.
Now, the answers we seek lie in the depths of fierce undercurrents. Will you join me and dive into the deep sea? Silence, surge of deep tides, call from the abyss. Suffocate. Sleep in the whispers of silence. Cantarella Phasalia, 36th matriarch of the Phasalia family. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Their past and future intertwine, and Phasalia's ancient secrets cling to the cracks of time like grotesque scabs.
Ensnared? Does that mean behind the seals
Type of RPG
This is the Sword of Divinity, and who can wield the Sword of Divinity but a blessed maiden?
Again, I failed. I'm sorry.
Both you and I were cursed to be mere playthings of the Threnodian.
The one blessed by the dark tide shall return to us. Continue thy disobedience at the risk of insanity.
See, it looks good, but I can't tell if it's an MMO or like if it's part of the Hoyoverse, like that other game that doesn't come to my mind now. If it is, I'm not really interested. Story-rich open-world action RPG. Nominee of Best Mobile Game at the Game Awards. Introduction. Welcome aboard, roving voyager. On the shores lay the silent embers of a world during the ebb tide. Alright. Desolated by the lament, the erstwhile creations and earthly beings are left static, but they strike back, strong enough to penetrate the silence. Humanity has risen anew from the ashes of the apocalypse, and you, rover, are poised for an adventure of awakening. Companions to meet, enemies to conquer, new powers to gain, hidden truths to unveil, and unseen spectacles to behold. A vast world of endless possibilities awaits. The choice rests in your hands. Be the answer, be the leader, and follow the sounds to arrive at a new future. As withering waves echo endlessly, mankind set sail on a new journey. Rise and embark on your odyssey, rover. Okay, sorry about that sound. Phone's going off. Let me just put it on mute. And there you go. You're on mute now. Features: desolated by the lament, civilization is born anew and delve into an expansive world. Embrace high degrees of freedom in immersive overworld explorations. Utilize flight, grapple, and wall dash. Travel great distances and overcome obstacles with little strain for stamina consumed. Strike fast and unleash your inner warrior. Engage in smooth and fast-paced combat. Avail against enemy attacks in smooth and fast-paced combat. Apply ease controls of dodge, counterattack, echo skills, and unique quick-time event mechanisms that allow the fullest possibility of battle experience. Forte Awakened. Journey alongside your companions. Encounter resonators. Compose a harmonious battle concerto with resonators of different abilities. Their unique fortes revealing distinctive personalities will be your strong assets for the journey ahead. Power of your foes at your command. Collect echoes to aid you in battle. Capture lingering phantoms of tacit discords to harness your own echoes. Upon this mystic land of everlasting reverberations, master a diverse array of echo skills to defeat formidable enemies. Okay. I still don't know if it's from the Hoyoverse. I still don't know if online play required. There we go. HK Kuro Games. Anyway, it just seemed interesting, that's all. Dead by Daylight. What's this? Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul was a very, very violent anime because I enjoy anime as well. It was a very, very violent game. Here we go. The BAFTA Game Awards. I didn't watch the awards. I saw the winners lists, and I have to say, congratulations, first of all, to all the nominees and to all the awards. And to all the award winners, actually. It feels as though, I don't know, you know my favorite game, you know my preferences, you can see them in the background, right? It feels as though maybe I shouldn't be saying this live on stream, but it feels as though there was a concentrated effort to avoid Final Fantasy VII this year, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like, I don't know, it won a single award at the Game Awards, it won nothing at the BAFTA Game Awards. It was only recognized within Japan or Asian awards or Latin American awards. And it just makes you wonder why. Because graphically, it was excellent. Like, for me, the only one that could stand alongside it was, when it comes to graphics, was visual fidelity, was the monkey game. What was it called? Not Goku. The other one. I'm looking for it. Song Wukong. Come on. You know it. Where is it? There we go. Wukong. Yeah. Black Myth Wukong. That one. The music was fantastic. Like, it didn't even win Best Audio. Like, to me, it's like, as I said, making an effort to ignore it, right? Like, it was nominated for 2 awards, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, nominees. I mean, you've even got No Man's Sky here, which, yes, it did make quite a turnaround. I just don't understand, and to me, I played Metaphor ReFantazio, and it was a great game. I wouldn't put it on the level of great, right? All its mechanics had been seen before. Visually, it was on the same level as Persona 5. It didn't do anything better than Persona 5 visually, right? So you can't say that it was more impressive. There weren't as many minigames as there were in Persona 5, so in that aspect, you can say it was even worse. And it just carried the same messaging, the same social messaging that of equality, of social justice, that yes, everyone deserves to have their own place in society, and yes, everyone deserves, no one should be above other people, or no class or race should be treated poorly, or no person should be treated poorly just because of how they were born. And I understand that messaging, but it built its narrative on that messaging, and I feel like that's why it's being recognized. Now, hang on a minute. We've got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which it's building its narrative on the themes of life and death and loss and all those important messages, which, granted, they're not seeing that, they haven't passed through because it's a single game, right? And Final Fantasy VII is a trilogy. Final Fantasy VII is a trilogy. So maybe it's not able to pass all those messages through, but we felt so many emotions in that game. Like, I played through Metaphor ReFantazio. I don't remember becoming emotional even once. In Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I was crying. I remember I cried at least 2 or 3 times during that game. And you know, if you played it, you know what parts I'm talking about. So I just don't understand why. Like, what separates the 2 games? What makes Metaphor ReFantazio so much more worthy of awards and recognition compared to Final Fantasy Rebirth, which delivers such a great experience to its players? It goes out of its way to become a game that it isn't. To become a racing game, to become a musical, to offer all these diverse experience to its players, and yet it doesn't deserve recognition. Can you tell me why? Can someone explain to me the reason that makes Metaphor ReFantazio better than Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Because if it's just about the message that it tries to pass through, for me personally, that's not enough. Anyway, that's just, I just had to say that. I just had to get that off my chest, because I'm repeatedly seeing in the big award shows, like the Game Awards, like BAFTA Awards, like the DICE Awards or whatever else, that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is being brushed to the side so that we can give awards to what? The family game Astrobot, which did what? Recognize the other PlayStation franchises? Okay. What exactly did it do for the players? It was a platformer and that's it? Because like as a player, as a person who's I'm not going to say in the media industry, I'm not in the games industry, but I don't know, I just feel like these decisions, they don't make a lot of sense, right? Because look at the amount of people that worked on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth compared to those who worked on the other two games, right? This game was being made for years with many different companies, by many different companies, right? I don't know, it just doesn't feel like, even for the passion that came from the developers and Naoki Hamaguchi himself, you could see how passionate he was when he went to the Game Awards, how much he wanted to win and to get that recognition. Not for the game, not for himself, but for the players to feel like this game is worth something, right? Anyway, I'm going on a bit of a rant. I know that. It's just that this thing is happening repeatedly, right? It didn't just happen at the Game Awards where they walked away with a single award, right? One award. And they had to watch Astrobot and Metaphor collect all the others. I don't know. And as I said, the funny thing is that when it comes to award shows from other countries, like in Asia and Latin America, Final Fantasy VII has been racking them up. So it's just something doesn't feel right. Either they're being treated favorably in those areas, or I don't know, it just makes you think. One game I saw that won a few awards yesterday is called Thank Goodness You're Here. I don't know what this game's about.
Oh, hello there, young man.
Thank goodness, thank goodness.
Thank goodness you're here. If you're looking for something to do.
I've been sucking this pipe all morning. And then I realised it's Josie
Ah, Bessie's sick as a pig.
with no meat.
Now, you've got to wait for that useless locksmith.
Larry.
Lawrence,
Rod!
Welcome in if you just joined. We're watching
You can start
trailers
by
from
getting
the
on that board.
PlayStation Store before we jump into Suikoden 2.
Don't you come back here until those hands are clutching his meat.
Honestly, this looks like a cartoon from the early 90s. I'll watch some more.
Come on down, Joe. What do you...
Peas. Not quite peas, not quite beans, but something special in between.
Give your wife the best. Give
Ew.
her Big Ron's big pies.
The most important thing she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case. Mr. Fleas had sticky out ears, and it made him awful. Gave him medicinal compound, and now he's learning how to fly.
I've got you a meeting with the Lord Mayor today. They need what we're selling. Get paid!
Musical baby boy.
Alright, I'm happy I saw that trailer. I'm happy.
Oh, you again? When am I going to see the back of you, you wee melon head?
I'm happy I saw that trailer. Okay, it made my day. You can feel the vibes coming from that game, and you can feel that, like, whoever made it, they really felt it, you know? Explore the strange town of Barnsworth in this cheeky comedy slapformer. Yeah, it is a platformer, I could tell. After arriving early for a big meeting with the mayor of a bizarre northern English town, a travelling salesman takes the time to explore and meet the locals, who are all very eager to give him a series of increasingly odd jobs. Thank Goodness You're Here is a comedy slapformer, which unfolds over time as the player's exploration and antics leave their mark on the strange town of Barnsworth. With each completed odd job, new areas of the town open up, stranger and stranger tasks become available, and the clock ticks towards our salesman's big meeting. Town's colourful inhabitants are brought to life with vibrant hand-drawn animation, fully voiced dialogue, and wall-to-wall double entendres. Features bold, beautiful visual design that seamlessly blends side-scrolling action vignettes with top-down exploration in a chock-a-block world. Chock-a-block world. Progressively more involved and puzzling odd jobs to complete. Cut the grass, bake a pie, traverse the astral plane. Okay, those two things are not the same, but anyway. Handcrafted animation and original story based on traditional Yorkshire folklore. Folklore? I'm not good with that word. Yeah, you can totally see the animation. Like, it's pictureable. Like I said, it reminds me of a 90s cartoon or something that you'd see on TV. Those were the days. Remember, you'd wake up, you'd put your breakfast, your cereal in the bowl, and you'd just sit in front of the TV watching cartoons all day. Anyway, authentic regional dialects guaranteed to make thy spit arch thy teeth laugh. That was the best I could do. Sorry, Irish is a different language for me. Sorry if I offended anyone. Oddly moving original soundtrack. Why is it oddly? Why is it odd? What makes it odd? Anyway, alright. Never. I've seen something about this. I think this is also a platformer. Let's check it out. The graphics are beautiful. The animation is amazing. Wow. You know what? It's giving me vibes of Kenna, the Bridge of Spirits. Devolver Digital made this, huh? Never is an emotionally charged action adventure from the visionary team behind the critically acclaimed Gris. I've never heard of Gris. Never chronicles the story of Alba. Anyway. Geordie Alba or Jessica Alba? A young woman bound to a curious wolf cub following a traumatic encounter with dark forces. Together, they embark on a perilous journey through a once beautiful world as it slowly decays around them. Over time, their relationship will evolve as they learn to work together, helping one another to brave increasingly dangerous situations. The wolf will grow from a rebellious cub to an imposing adult, seeking to forge his own identity, testing Alba's love and their commitment to one another. As the cursed world threatens to overwhelm them, Alba and her courageous companion will do whatever it takes to survive and make a new home together. Yeah, I told you it was a platformer. Looks like it. Is this out? It's already out. Yeah, we're talking about games that have probably been out for a while. But I just haven't seen them, you know? You focus like on 2 or 3 games that interest you, or maybe some games that are better marketed than others, that are better advertised than others, and you just don't have the time to see these, hidden gems, as they call them. Like Botany Manor. What's Botany Manor? I have no idea. Doesn't even have a video. It's got all these pictures. Pacific Vampire Therapist. Okay. Alright, is there a video for this? No. It was just announced. Guide vampires through emotional baggage. Coming soon. Sorry, I laughed because I remembered a friend who's really into this, and guide vampires through centuries of emotional baggage, decades of delusions, and the odd bout of self-loathing with real cognitive behavioral therapy concepts, and become a vampire therapist. Even vampires need a shoulder to cry on when a neck to bite just won't do. Vampire Therapist is a narrative adventure therapy simulator in the vein, get it, of What We Do in the Shadows, Young Frankenstein, My Dinner with Andre, and Horrible Stories, where you play as a reformed bloodsucker, helping other vampires find inner peace. This isn't your typical visual novel, featuring a fantastic cast, such as Matthew Mercer, of course, Matthew Mercer. I mean, he's Vincent Valentine, so he can't not be in this game, right? Sarah Grayson and Cyrus Namati, vampire therapist, teaches real therapy concepts with a story that explores what it means to live, die, live again, and maybe even how to feel alive, because even vampires deserve to love themselves. Step into the boots of Sam, a reformed Wild West gunslinger turned vampire therapist. After centuries of bloodshed, Sam teams up with a 3,000-year-old blood-sucking mentor in a moody German nightclub to guide fellow vampires through the twists and turns of their immortal existence, offering them a chance at self-acceptance in a world that feels even more alien. Features real-world... I don't know where the world popped up. Real therapy concepts. You'll learn and apply real cognitive behavioral therapy concepts vetted by licensed therapists. By challenging clients' statements that contain cognitive distortions, you'll help vampires see where their thoughts don't match reality. A comedic look through history. Meet emotionally damaged vampires from ancient Greece. I don't think we have vampires here, but anyway. Renaissance Italy, Tudor England, and the Bronze Age. An all-star voice cast featuring Matthew Mercer, critical role. Alright, seriously, you don't have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth here? Francesca Mo. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I'm seeing Mo, so I'm going to say Mo. Hades. Sarah Grayson, Gone Home, Hades 2. Kylie Clark, and the game's creator, Cyrus Namati, Hades and Pyre. Unique setting. Vampire therapist merges cozy self-introspection with a dark European goth vibe. In fact, the whole thing takes above a goth club in Germany filled with whiling next to bite. Minigames. Learned mindfulness meditation safely and consensually bite sexy necks. Note, the game deals with mature and challenging themes that are not for the faint of heart. Okay, this isn't out yet, but... I mean, literally, I have a friend who would love this game, and I need to suggest this game to them. It was just announced during the BAFTA Awards yesterday. Okay. Pacific Drive, Zao, yes, I've seen that. Cat Quest, of course. Star Wars Indica. I don't know what this is, but it seems kind of... Okay, let's have a look.
The story of a strong woman.
Sorry.
Sent on an important mission.
I forgot myself. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
During which she will discover her life's true purpose.
Did we climb all the way here just for this?
Her name is...
You. The cloistress is here! What?
None is fine.
Indica. The story of a nun, told as a racing game?
No.
A loot-based RPG?
No.
A city builder?
No.
An arcade game?
Not.
A walking sim?
No.
A survival horror?
Not.
As a comedy?
No.
Or a tragedy?
No.
No, none of that. Indica. A subversive self-endeavor, smoky meta-layered, non-perspective, conscious-driven action answer seeker out now.
What is this? Excuse me? Ask and you shall be deceived. What kind of game is this? Okay, this is weird. This is... adventure. It just says adventure, right? Meet a not-so-ordinary nun. Indica is a third-person, story-driven game set in a strange world where religious visions clash with harsh reality. Yeah, it gave me, like I said, it gave me Senua's Hellblade vibes. It also gave me, what's that show called with the nuns? Anyway, it tells a story of a young nun who sets off on a journey of self-discovery with a most unusual, horn-headed companion by her side. On the outside, Indica seems to be a typical nun attempting to adjust to a difficult and monotonous monastery life. Humble and innocent in her appearance, do not be deceived, as this young girl has also made a highly unlikely acquaintance as she speaks with the devil himself. Indika's unusual connection with the Evil One leads her on an errand beyond the safe walls of the monastery. The world she discovers can only be described as a wild combination of comedy and tragedy out of the novels by Dostoevsky and Bulhakov. Hi there. Hi, Irenitemi008. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Welcome to the stream. And Discord. Unfortunately I don't have Discord yet, but as soon as I get around to making one, sure, I'd be happy to join in and to connect. I hope you enjoy the stream. Thanks for your kind words and enjoy the fun. Enjoy an indie game where everything goes. The subjects of religion and authority are prevalent throughout Indika's journey, and she'll be faced with many questions along the way. Guide her to find the answers one by one before she can finish her life-defining odyssey. Oddmeter is a small independent studio formerly based in Moscow and now operating out of Kazakhstan. Its members put aesthetics at the forefront and aren't afraid to tread the fine line of ethical norms. Their game is a great testament to that, as Indika constitutes an open challenge to the industry's established approach to creative... right. So you can imagine that, this is probably a game that... it says adventure, but it probably doesn't follow any of the norms. It probably doesn't... It's hard to classify it into a single genre, right? So, as you saw during the trailer, it's probably got a bit of racing, a bit of RPG, a bit of this and that element. So that makes it interesting and a great proposal, great proposition. I saw what they did there. Anyway, all right. Let's see what else is going on. Still Wakes in the Deep. See, look, these are all the winners. Vampire Survivors. I don't want to see that. We've had enough vampire games for one game, for one stream, right? New games. Adamfall. I've heard a lot about Adamfall. I don't know what it is. I know it's quite popular on stream. Let's take a look.
The woods are dark, and the woods lie deep, and the woods are home to summers don't sleep. So sit thee down and hear me tell of the woods that stand on Casterfell.
He's a bit loud, isn't he? What's a London phone booth doing out here? A bit out of place, mate. Whoa! Dude.
Must die.
Okay. I like the phone booth aesthetic, but... Alright, that's it. Arcade Archives. Let's see what you got. Sol Plus. Arcade Archives, Sol Plus. Yeah. Yeah. That takes you back, doesn't it? The archives. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Feudal Bros, Toy Story 3. Wasn't Toy Story 3 in Kingdom Hearts 3? We've already seen it. Koira Leech. Alright, let's check out this trailer only because I like the music. Alright? I'm gonna turn it down a bit. Of course we know Bleach. Everyone knows Bleach, right? And if you don't know Bleach, what are you doing? Go and watch it. It's one of the best anime out there.
I wish for strength.
Alright, Johnny Young Bosch. Everyone...
If I cannot protect them from the wheel, then give me a strong blade and enough strength to shatter fate.
Do you wish to save your family?
Just tell me how! I'll do anything!
You must become a Soul Reaper.
And the style of these games and the anime are like out of this world, right? And yes, it does remind you of Persona 5. Those colors. You know what? We're watching the other trailer too. Oh, there is no other trailer. It was just that. Oh well. It was good enough while it lasted. Got several editions, as you can see here. I heard some complaints about the story mode, and that sort of turned me away, because for me, story mode is number one in a game. That's the first, and it's the top element. If story mode is not good, then it's like, eh. Oh, and here's a game which I saw during the Nintendo live stream, and I'm strongly considering this game for this program. Saga Frontier 2. Let's check it out.
Two men who survived in the same world, in the same era. Their extraordinary destinies are now about to unfold. Saga Frontier 2 Remastered. Gustav, the heir to the throne who was born without talent, the boy who was once called a good-for-nothing, will take up his steel sword and plunge headfirst into the violent wars shaking the world. William Knights, an adventurer setting out on his path. His journey begins with the mysterious death of his parents and will lead him to the disaster brought about by the egg, an enigmatic object. His life will be dedicated to this long struggle, spanning generations. Unravel an epic historical tale told from a variety of different perspectives. From the world map, you can select whichever fragment of the story you want. New scenes have been added to uncover truths from the original. There are 3 different battle systems adapted to the story and party members. Learn new arts and unleash powerful combos. Familiar faces from the original game will also join the battle. Carry over one character's stats to another character. Challenge powerful bosses waiting for you after you've completed the story. A remaster that's refined and more enjoyable to play. Bear witness to this history. Saga Frontier 2 Remastered. Available now.
All right, yeah, that's looking like a good choice for this stream. I like the setting, I like the battle system, and it sort of like contains a lot of elements that are right for the channel. Like, it's an old style RPG. It had a faithful following, and yeah. I mean, why not? RPG Maker with player, no thanks. Vanity Fair, The Pursuit. All right. Games your friends are playing. Kingdom Hearts. PS5 game? No. Let's see. Maybe something like upcoming games? Is there a category that says upcoming games? Or release date. Coming soon. There we go. There we go. Let's see what else is out there. There's gone Indiana Jones. If Indiana Jones was in a third-person perspective, like Uncharted, I would have definitely bought it. But like this, I don't like first-person games. I don't know why. Don't ask. What is this? Just announce. All in Abyss. Judge the fake. Alright, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking Danganronpa. And if I'm thinking Danganronpa, that makes me want to play it. So, let's just check it out. No, these images are not Danganronpa at all. Dang, this is one fancy looking room. There's so much stuff everywhere. Glad you ask. I'm Masuha Senahara, the world's prettiest gambler. Is it a visual novel? Text adventure. In this game, you adventure to become a successful gambler by challenging others at the game of Texas Hold'em Poker. Use various skills to achieve victory in poker. Expose the hands of the witches, all in to steal their winnings and become the ruler of the gambling. No, you don't. Chessorama, Deep Nightmare, Imperial, Forever Skies. I am your president? Really? No. Here it is. Luna. Yes, let's wish this. Add to our wish list. No trailers. Not a single trailer. That sucks. Dive into the enchanting world of Luna Silver Star Story Complete and Luna 2 Eternal Blue Complete, two beloved JRPGs that have captured the hearts of gamers for generations. Luna Silver Star Story introduces Alex, an aspiring dragon master who bands together with his friends to combat the perilous emergence of the Black Emperor and stop him from taking over the world. Luna Star 2 Eternal Blue picks up 1,000 years later and follows Hero and his friends as they set out in search of the goddess Althena alongside an enigmatic girl named Lucia. On this grand quest, fend off enemies like Borghen and White Knight Leo, who hunt down the group to eradicate what they deem to be the destroyer of Luna. This definitive remastered edition features enhanced graphics, audio, and quality of life improvements that will satiate the hunger for 90s nostalgia better than you remember. Embark on these two adventures with updated language support now available in English, Japanese, French, and German. Yeah, this is definitely on our list. I mean, even though you can see this, it seems a little bit worse even than the game that we're currently playing, but still, I still want to remember this game. I still want to go back and revisit it and see what made it so great, what made it so memorable. We're going to dive into this right after we're done with Clair Obscur. So we've got quite a bit of a schedule on our hands. Yeah, it's colourful, it's bright. It's perfect. I can't wait. Alright, Ninja Fight, Morty Sermon, The Black Within. I know you're here for the continuation of Suikoden, and we will get back into Suikoden 2 in a few minutes. We're just exploring what's on the PlayStation Network to see what's happening.
What do humans look for? Love, fame, money. My whole life I was looking for something to chase, and in the process, I lost my mind and soul chasing it.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. You made it. Do you hear me?
I always dreamed about this.
Don't give up, Luna. This is everything I ever wanted. I can see the bright light. My name is Layla Rose, and this is my story. What the hell is going on? Why am I invisible to all these people?
Welcome in if you've just joined.
I feel it.
We're going through the PlayStation Network before diving into Suikoden 2. The Black Within. Alright. I mean, definitely not my cup of tea, but The Talos Principle reawakened. Nah, not really. Not my cup of tea. Once again, Rusty Rabbit. Yeah. Alright, so... Lost in a Story. These are the types of games you want to play, or I want to play, actually. Big feelings. Anyway. Alright. Sorry, I just wanted... Yep. Okay, and we're good with that. Alright, that was about it. We just took a quick look through the PlayStation Store and just saw any upcoming games that might grab our interest. Not that much, to be honest. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is one that we definitely have on our list. Oh, and speaking of that, let's have a quick search on Death Stranding. Yeah, because we know that Death Stranding is coming before Metal Gear Solid, right? Alright, is this the 10-minute trailer? Yeah, this is the 10-minute trailer. I won't put you through that. It's not fair for anyone. Like, who would want to sit through a 10-minute trailer, right? But yeah. Death Stranding is another one that I'm keen on. Kingdom Come Deliverance, yes. I've played Valkyrie Elysium. I finished Valkyrie Elysium. It didn't really make a lot of sense to me. But anyway. Little Goody Two Shoes. This has an interesting premise. Apparently you're a little girl who has a lot of dark urges. Anyway. Genshin Impact, definitely not. Yeah. Alright.